Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing well. So today I'm sweltering. I'm literally dying of heat. It's past 6 p.m. in the afternoon and it is still 30 degrees outside. No air conditioning. I feel like I'm dying. Not to be dramatic. What better weather to then show you how I do a summer makeup tutorial for when it is hot and sweaty and you still want to feel your best. By having no foundation on, you're less likely to look like a sweaty mess. This is the sort of look I have been wearing a lot recently. I've barely been wearing foundation because one, you do sweat it off and it doesn't melt quite quickly in warm weather, and two, none of my foundations match me. I have a tan. This might not be a really intense tan for some people, but this is my normal winter shade. So none of my foundations match me and I'm not tan enough or wear foundation enough in the summer to invest in darker shades. So this is just the look I have been doing and I hope you enjoy it. I've zoomed you in a little bit so you can see everything. First thing I have been taking is Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, and I have this in 2.5. This was really hard to get my hands on. I've been wanting it for ages. You've probably seen it everywhere on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I got this off of Farfetch, I wanted to say. It was amazing, quick shipping, everything came easily. It was the first time I've ever ordered from them. They have a lot of the sold out Charlotte Tilbury products, so I've been giving this a go recently. I'll show you how it looks. I think I like it. I'm not quite decided if it lives up to the hype it has, but for summer, it does give a really nice glow and it will give me that slight bit of coverage and tint that is quite needed when you don't wear foundation sometimes. And if you're like me, which my face is a lot paler than my body, 2.5 sort of matches my body. This is the shade and it is a bit more warm toned if anyone's wondering. But yeah, I do just take that doe foot and I've just been putting it all over my face. Sometimes I do just go for high points. I have just been putting it all over when I don't wear foundation. And I'm just going to take a stippling brush and I just buff that in. I look way more like a disco ball on camera than I do in real life. Now, if you are a really sweaty person, which to be honest, I'm not, but in this weather I am, this does give you a really intense glow, but I think it can look quite youthful. It looks more intense in camera, but I find it very softening on the skin and it just makes my face look a bit smoother. It just matches my body a little bit more, and with the rest of the face it doesn't look this intense. You'll see at the end. A product I have also been using which has been really good for this sort of weather and helping to bronze my face a bit is the Body Shop Drops of Sun Holiday Glow Creator. Now this is just in one shade, I think, so it doesn't really dark like it is this sort of colour, but I think depending how much you add, the sort of product you're meant to be able to add to foundation to deepen it up, and I did get it for that reason, but I haven't been using foundation a lot anyway. But I really like it for this. So it's very liquidy and dark. Sometimes I'll put it over my whole face underneath products as well to make it match a bit more. But what I've been doing is just putting it on my face like that. It looks very intense, but it does sheer out. And I'll take the excess down my neck as well. What I love about this product is it doesn't look like product. It just looks like my skin and it applies very well on bare skin as well. I wouldn't apply this product on foundation. I don't know how that would apply, and because it's so liquidy, I'd be worried about picking up your foundation and meshing with it a bit weirdly. And it is kind of messy. If you want to help match your face to your body, great product, but it is very intense. If I back up, look how well my face now matches to my body. Definitely I look bronzed and healthy, and this would be very intense and is only a product that I use in the summer. I would never get away with a bronzer this dark in the winter unless I was fake tanned. This would be a great product if I fake tan in winter. I could get away with just leaving my face like this. I think just getting it to match, and with that little bit of coverage from the Charlotte Tilbury, it looks really nice. But I'm just going to show you my few extra steps. I have been taking the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in Madeleine. It's 2.3 and I've just been taking that under my eyes and on any blemishes I've got going, and I go a little bit around my nose, center of my forehead. I like this concealer. It is quite light but it still has really good coverage, and I'm just going to take my sponge and blend that out. It's the perfect tone for me as well. It just blends in seamlessly. Just taking the brush that I used for the liquid bronzer and just going over the edges just so everything still remains smooth in case I don't know, put a bit of concealer over it. Just looking a little bit more brighter around my eyes. I just take a touch of my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless powder and I just put that around my eyes and just right in the center of my forehead. It does tone down that Charlotte Tilbury Flawless filter a bit where I put it, but it still shines through a tiny bit with a really healthy sort of finish. I did bring out the Rare Beauty bronzing stick to do a bit more warming up, but I think this is looking really good. I'm gonna go in with Benefit Hoola, which is well loved, and just go over and set this bronzer a bit. Although it does sort of feel set, it's not like it's tacky or heavy. I just find this will make the bronzer maybe last a little bit longer. And because this is a matte bronzer, I also find it helps set down some of that glow and also prevent myself looking too sweaty as well. As the makeup wears throughout the day, sort of like a setting powder, but just using a bronzer. Now, this sort of look is the base that I would use, and what I switch up depending on how I'm feeling will be my blush and lip. I'm just feeling very neutral today. I'm gonna take Matte Glow Pay blush in So Natural. This is just a beautiful color and it's sort of a putty formula. Looks very beautiful on the cheeks, and I like to take it on a stippling brush like this one. I really like to have fun with blush and lip colours and making them complement each other, match my outfits. It's sort of the fun bit of this look because all that's really going on in the base is just bronzing products and a little bit of concealer. So this is the fun bit that will make a look different every time. And I have a lot of sort of blushes and tones, so it's really fun to switch them up. You can see that just has a slight glow to it, glow play. And it has given me an ever so natural flush, which is good because that's in the name. And I do just take it on my eyelids. I normally will do this with either the blush or the bronzer I'm using, just to tie everything together, depending what sort of blush it is. Because this one is such a natural tone, then I'll put it on my eyes, where if I'm going for something a bit brighter, it'll be like a redder blush or, I don't know, burgundy. It can be a bit intense on the eyes. And I want to step that up just a little bit more. So I'm going to take MAC again, Extra Dimension blush in Hush Tone. Oh, it's so stunning and it's the perfect sunburnt blush. So I take it on quite a not dense, fluffy brush. And I'm going to target it more at the cheekbones because it is shimmery and this will replace any highlighter I'm gonna use. And although like side on, because it's shimmery, you don't see it, when you go front on, you really get that sort of sunburnt feel. So I'm just gonna pile this on because it is some of my favorite formula and sort of tone. I find it very, very flattering. That blush combination is so beautiful and it just leaves no texture on my face. It just smooths over everything. We're coming into the end. I'm just gonna do eyebrows. Sometimes I will just go in with a brow gel and not add anything. For the purpose of the video, I'll do the full look. I'll take my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil and I'll just do a light sort of shade in. Nothing too intense because I don't have a lot going on that it needs to compete for. So I just try and fill in my sparse areas, like I have a gap under here and a gap up here. There we go, that was really easy and quick and I love that brow pencil for that. I have been taking the REFY Brow Sculpt because although it is a little bit flaky in the eyebrows after some wear, it is one of my brow products that really sticks your eyebrows down and it keeps them up no matter what conditions you're in. So I have been reaching for it because of that. And I do just love this handy little tool. And I do try and keep the product in them minimal with the brow sculpt just because that reduces how flaky they will look later on in the day. So a mascara I have been loving is the Bite Beauty Upswing Full Volume Mascara. Sadly, it is getting discontinued. I'm pretty sure Bite Beauty have shut down. because I got this for half price. It's so good. I'm so hoping that same things happens with Smashbox where they bought out Becca. I need a brand to buy out by Beauty to keep this mascara going because it is so good. It doesn't smudge when you're sweating. It stays looking high impact with no flakiness. It looks so good no matter how sweaty you are. If you can't get your hands on this, I would always recommend the Rare Beauty one. This has been my go-to recently, so I just love how quickly it builds up. Because these makeup looks are sort of quick. I don't want to sit spending hours on my makeup because I'm just sweaty and it can make you hot. So this look is just sort of a get it done as quick as possible. Okay, and I'm just going to leave nothing on my lower lashes. It helps prevent any smudging as much as possible, and it just keeps the look a little bit lighter as I don't have much going on and I'm trying to remain as fresh face as possible. For my lip, it is really dependent on the vibe. Sometimes I'll do a full lip combo, sometimes I'll just chuck on a gloss or Vaseline. What I've been liking at the moment is just putting on the VIEVE Lip Dew in Rosa. Such a lovely neutral shade and it matches these blushes really well. It's just super hydrating, glossy, juicy. It just looks wonderful and it's just so comfortable to wear. It won't get dry like sometimes lip combos or wear off weirdly. It will look beautiful and just wear off gradually. A step that you cannot miss when you're in hot weather is setting spray. You want to use a setting spray that actually locks your makeup down. And I don't know if you see Soph on YouTube, she does the sort of eyeshadow tests. And that's a really great way to actually test if your setting spray is meant to lock your makeup down and not just a fixing spray to make it look nice. So just swipe some eyeshadow on you. Without setting spray, it should just smudge. If you then spray with setting spray, let it dry and try and smudge it and it doesn't, you've got a good setting spray on your hands. I have been really liking the Urban Decay All Nighter, a classic. It does what it says, keeps my makeup looking smooth, locked in, not too heavy. It's been my go-to at the moment. I also really like the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip one as well. That's a really good refreshing spray. So if you've had your makeup on for a while and you spray that, just tap it in with a sponge, you're good to go. I'm just gonna spray this on my face. That cold spray feels so nice. Great to just let it air dry a bit. And then I just go in with my sponge and lightly tap over everything. That helps to sort of pick up any excess setting spray, tap it in and mesh it with your makeup. Also blend out any edges that may be a bit harsh, but just do it really gently. You don't want to start picking up your makeup. It just helps to make everything look one. This is a step that I like, but isn't necessary if you like a glowy look. I just go back in my powder and set my T-zone. Not my T-zone actually, I like a shiny nose, the bit to my side of my nose. I just hate that being shiny. I think it accentuates my pores a lot and just makes my skin look very textured, whereas this powder just smooths everything out. And I go around my mouth as well. And this is the look. It's a really simple, everyday summer makeup look. So here it is from the distance. As you can see, my face now matches my body really well. I think I look healthy, fresh, ready to go. And this makeup just wears so well because of not wearing foundation. And it is so light on my skin and it just looks smooth and healthy. And it's my go-to at the moment and I do just love it. I will link all these products down below. These base products haven't failed me and I do recommend a lot that I just don't see. Like this Body Shop one is so good for summer if you don't match your body and want to really get an injection of color in. These formulas as well, to die for from MAC, great for summer glowy skin. I have them both in multiple shades, so although I love these shades for a neutral sunburnt look, I do lots of other shades that also look really nice. And this lip dew, it's been hitting the spot recently. I love just taking this out and applying it on the go. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe if you want to see some more of me. I hope to catch you again in the next one. Bye! Stay hydrated.